My father-in-law shook my hand at dinner and said, "Thanks for taking care of my daughter all these years. Now it's time for a real man to step in." He gestured to her ex-boyfriend. The family clapped. I stood up, grabbed my coat, and said 3 words that made him collapse. The restaurant went quiet when Richard stood up. 20 family members turned to watch. Forks suspended mid-bite, wine glasses frozen halfway to lips, conversation dying like someone had hit a mute button on the entire private dining room of Carmine's Italian restaurant. "Marcus," Richard said, gripping my hand too hard across the table. His palm was sweaty. His smile was predatory. "You've been a decent placeholder, a safe choice while Claire figured things out. But my daughter deserves better." My wife stared at her plate. Chicken marsala, barely touched. She wouldn't look at me, wouldn't meet my eyes. "I'd like to introduce everyone to Derek." Richard gestured to the man beside him. Tall, late 30s, expensive suit, the kind of smile that said he'd never heard the word no in his life. Claire's first love, the one that got away. Derek stood up, extended his hand to the table like he was accepting an award. The family started clapping, actually clapping. My mother-in-law was dabbing at her eyes with her napkin like this was some kind of heartwarming reunion scene. "Derek's back from California," Richard continued, his voice carrying that particular authority of someone who'd spent 30 years as a corporate executive and expected everyone to listen when he spoke. "Made partner at Morrison & Steele, finally ready to settle down, finally ready to give Claire the life she deserves, the life she should have had." My mother-in-law, Patricia, 58, real estate mogul, woman who measured worth in square footage and zip codes, nodded vigorously. "We always hoped they'd work it out. Some people are just meant to be together." Claire's sister Amanda raised her glass, 26 years old, Instagram influencer, never worked a real job in her life. "To second chances, to true love finding its way back." Everyone toasted, crystal glasses clinking. Champagne I'd watched Richard order, Dom Perignon, $400 a bottle, 3 bottles for the table. Everyone except me and Claire. I sat there with my hands in my lap, my own wine glass untouched, watching my marriage dissolve in front of 20 witnesses who seemed thrilled about it. "What is this?" I asked quietly. Richard sat down, smoothed his tie. "Hermes. Probably cost more than my monthly car payment." "It's an intervention, Marcus. An overdue conversation. You're a nice guy. Really. We all like you. But nice doesn't pay for private schools. Nice doesn't buy lake houses. Nice doesn't secure a future. We've been married 7 years," I said. "And you've been struggling for 7 years." Richard's voice was gentle now, pitying, like he was explaining something simple to a child. "Still renting that apartment in Queens. Still driving that 12-year-old Honda Accord. Still working that middle management position at, what is it, a tech company? Something with software? I'm a project manager." "Right, project manager." He said it like it was janitor. "Look, Marcus, we appreciate what you've done. You stepped up when Derek left. You gave Claire stability when she needed it. But now it's time for her to have more than just stability." Derek leaned forward, elbows on the table. "No offense, man, but Claire and I have history, real chemistry, the kind of connection you can't manufacture. We grew up together. We understand each other." "Then why did you break up?"